today's video, I'm going to share with you an idea I found on Pinterest. Basically, it's a first dance picture with the song lyrics. I just thought this was so sweet, and just have to make it for my sister as a present. So I'm making this using my PC and printer, and you're going to need just a few other items, and it's a very simple DIY tutorial, so stay tuned. You're going to need a photo frame, 2 sheets of cardstock. Type up the words of your particular song, making sure there are no spaces, no paragraphs between the sentences. You just want a block of writing on your sheet. And I've chosen for an A5 size paper on my computer. Here I'm just choosing the font that I'm going to, or font size that I'm going to use. For this particular project I use size 9 for the size of my letters. So using the shapes option, I select rectangles and insert a square in the middle of my text. You can select any size you want, but you just want to make sure that it fits within the frame of your text. Now that I've inserted the square, you notice that the text tends to go at the top and bottom, and I really wanted to wrap around the square. So I go to wrap text and I choose a square option, and that allows the text to wrap around the rectangle just the way I want it to. So here you just need to play around with the square. Here I'm just changing the font to see whether that it will look better or not, but it's just a matter of just playing around with the square and your text to see what looks nice. I've got a bit of I've got the words over on the second page, and I don't really want that because I want all the words on one page. So I'm just playing around with the margins. Oh yes, there, I've got it. So that looks almost perfect, and I'm just tweaking a little bit, maybe bringing the bottom up a bit just to make sure it's nice and well. You want the text wrapping around the rectangle. So here I think I've got it. I like the way it looks, so I'm going to go ahead and print. Well, no, I need to get rid of the blue shade in there. So all I do is just go to outline and select no fill, and go to the line and select no line, and then you end up with a blank rectangle. And now it's perfect. So now all I do is just print it on my printer and be good to go. So once you've printed it out, you're going to end up with something like this, and obviously it's a little bit too big for our frame, but we're going to cut it to size in a minute. So the look I wanted for this project was more of the vintage look, so I've decided to stain the cardstock with some tea bags. Basically I'm just popping the tea bags in hot water and just leaving them to cool for a little bit. You can skip this step if you prefer, just to have the plain black and white. That's perfectly fine. So once my tea bags have cooled down, I just grab one and squeeze off the excess tea or water, and all I'm doing is just using the tea bag and just dabbing it on the paper. I then leave it to dry, preferably overnight. Trim the sheet to fit your photo frame. Cut another piece of cardstock the same size as your printed cardstock. Cut out the window where your photo is going to show. I'm using here a craft knife, but you can also use a pair of scissors, whichever you find easier. But you just want to make sure that you've got nice crisp edges and corners just to make it look professional. I forgot to mention, you might find it useful beforehand just to draw some lines using a pencil as a guide. So you position your picture exactly where you want it. Here I'm just on the back side of the cardstock. All I'm doing is I'm just taping the picture using a bit of tape. As you can see, that's the front and that's the back. So I'm just going to use just a bit of sellotape just to tape the sides to the cardstock to make sure it's nice and secure and it doesn't move. Remember that extra sheet of cardstock? All I'm doing here is just placing some glue at the edges, and all I'm going to do is just stick that at the back of the cardstock with the photo. So all that's left to do now is to assemble your photo frame and you're done. So there you have it, your finished picture. For the purpose of this video, I used a stock image, but I'm actually planning to give this to my sister as a present, and I hope she likes it, and I hope you like it too. So yeah, that's this week's video finished, and as usual, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. It's very easy, it just takes one click, and you'll be notified when I've got more DIY tutorials. So thanks for watching, guys, and bye.